You know, something that's always fascinated me about these games is the level of detail that goes into making cars, the tracks, and everything as authentic as possible. Which one would be deemed to be more authentic? Would it be Gran Turismo or would it be Forza? Now, for this, I've decided to pick the same car and race the same track to try and establish the differences. Annoyingly, there isn't that many to choose from in identical cars. There's always a difference between the two, whether it was model or year number. You could get the Ford GT 2004 in Gran Turismo 7 or the 05 in Forza Motorsport. So I've gone with the newest Supra. Now, the track I picked, and if you know, Jeremy Clarkson did a very similar challenge where he raced around La Laguna Seca on Gran Turismo 4 and then raced around it in the exact same car with the exact same sort of settings on the actual track itself. So this is kind of taken inspiration from that. Forza, annoyingly, doesn't have a specific time trial game mode. You have to go into rivals and race against other ghosts. And you don't start with a flying lap. You have to make your own. So, coming into the start of our first actual lap, I'm interested to see what sort of time I get straight off the bat. I've driven around this circuit so many times on game. I'm fairly used to the corners and everything else. For this to actually work, I am using controller because annoyingly the Logitech steering wheel doesn't cross-play over to Xbox for whatever reason. Otherwise I'd be using that and I'd be doing it with manual, I'd be doing the whole shebang. But we have to settle with kind of keeping the settings limited. This is the annoying thing. I'd rather be racing against my own ghost for the lap I just did, rather than racing against someone else. It's kind of annoying. There's timed race where you have to do it in a certain time limit, so you could create your own endurance race, for example. And it doesn't explicitly give you your lap individually, apart from in the top left-hand corner, which, again, is kind of annoying, but you know, we make do with it, I suppose. So the best I've already achieved on this, personally, is about 147. So for this to work, you kind of need to do it 3 times at least. Maybe even 5, depending on the scenario. If I've happened to spin off a certain sector. That was really slow coming into that corkscrew. Or like that. To allow for those sort of things to happen. Rival was a 1-4. So that's a 142. It wants me to beat the 142. I get 148. I can do that. I can beat this. Just need to concentrate a little bit more. The thing, I would prefer the haptic feedback in the triggers on the Xbox purely because it does actually help you kind of figure out what your brakes are actually doing, which is something that PlayStation do a lot better with this. I've never really liked Forza personally, and the only reason why I have this is because I've got it on the Game Pass. I think it's a bit too arcadey. I think that, you know, it's trying to be one too many things, and yeah, I've just never really been a fan of it. It looks good, you know, and as far as like being Xbox's response to Gran Turismo, it's okay. Like, it's not a bad game. You know, I played Forza Motorsport 3 and I enjoyed that, even though, again, I thought it was a bit of an arcadey, a bit too, you know, kind of takes away the... I mean, you weren't originally able to turn the racing line off. I don't like the racing line, I like finding my own racing line. You didn't have it on Gran Turismo 3, so why would I have it on anything else? Oh, see, I've gone off that track again. Done it again. think I got a better lap time than before. It's just that final corner. One 144.261. Alright. Okay. Arguably, one of my favourite tracks is this, and if I ever had the opportunity to drive around it personally, I would. I'd even drive around it in this, just to kind of complete the trifecta of, you know, Forza, Gran Turismo, and then real life. I would do something on Nintendo, but they don't really have anything like this. Like, they don't have a racing game like this. Which, last thing, I don't know if they need it, really. Come on. Let's not back up this corner list. Outside of this corner. There we go, that's how you do it. I'm not even worried about what the rival's doing, like, I'm not in the car to be able to do that, I don't think. Don't know what exactly they're driving. I think... Am I about to get a better lap time even though I came off the track? Right. 143, let's do a victory lap and see what we get. That's a Porsche, isn't it? Oh god. No, I bottled this. I bottled this so hard. Okay. 143.233. I could probably beat that in Gran Turismo. I wasn't expecting this sort of lap time to be there. This is kind of mad. Kind of mad. I mean, the cars look stunning. Like, even down to the interior. Although, if it's a Japanese car, the steering wheel will be on the right-hand side. So that's the only other thing, is if they keep authentic to the cars and where they're imported from. I'm pretty sure, bar a couple, there's just a flat, you know, every car has a left-hand drive. Because it's made in America and things like that. I mean, it looks good. I wish I could kind of look at it more. But, yeah. Right. Try Gran Turismo out. Instantly, straight off the cuff, this looks a lot better. Like, there's a lot more realism for it. The car handles a lot nicer. I don't know if there's a difference between the RZ version. My controller's on low battery. So, I've got 3 laps to try and beat my time that I set on Forza. Obviously, we'll discount the flying lap I had to do, because it does the flying lap for you, so you don't have to worry about driving around in it. I don't, yeah. Like, see? Instantly. Different interior, different, you know, driving on the right-hand side, and it's not the end of the world that they've decided to do that, but obviously the amount of gap in between, you know, Gran Turismo and when they release kind of similar to Forza, but Forza have had a lot more and in a shorter space of time compared to Gran Turismo. Obviously, Gran Turismo started in, what, I think, 97? Oh, I got away with murder with that. I can be a lot more generous on the throttle, I've noticed. Like, I can be a lot more generous just in my corners, how I take them. See, like, I don't know whether the scale of the track is the exact same. You would assume that it is, purely because of the way it's laid out. See, my first lap's a 1:46. So I kind of just need to start taking it a bit. Fuck. It's unforgiving. It is an unforgiving track. That's kind of why I picked it, because I didn't want to make it too easy and just do, oh, let's do it around the Daytona Speedway, for example, which could have done it around Barcelona. There was a couple of tracks to pick from. Obviously, oh, God. This lap is a total dud. Total fucking dud. No way I'm going to be catching up to him. Oh, system software is ready to install. I don't really care right now. I'm in the middle of recording a video. 1 second. Oh my god. Last lap I did fine. As soon as I start trying to be a bit more generous, and I just fuck it up. Let me get away with cutting that corner completely. I haven't done any tuning to the cars either. I haven't done anything like that. I've just kept it as base standard. You know, base assists. You know, you don't want to mess around with it too much. The only thing that I've found so far is just how difficult this track is on this game. Purely because you've got to be a little bit more forward thinking about what you're doing, and as soon as you turn that ABS on, I make the mistake of trying to brake and steer at the same time. Obviously I lock the car up doing that. Let's be the one. I notice you're right on my tail there. Not actually that far ahead of it. Itself. I refuse to believe that I did this track, Supra. I can only imagine the lower spec than this one in a 143. I actually refuse to believe that. Oh, you got to be kidding me. How did I miss that corner? It's that corner now that I'm struggling with. Out of the gate a lot better, Well, acceleration's there. I think it's going to be a very, very... No, beat me. Guys, just beat me. Couldn't beat my own lap time. Okay. Got more speed. I just got to proper go for it now. No messing around, locking up because I'm trying to steer. There we go. Up the ante. Oh, fucking tits. I've done better on this track with this car before. I think I did a 145 in it last night. I was testing it out. Testing out to see, like, how different it is. It is different. There is major differences. But for this little experiment, you have to allow for certain variables and human error, I would call it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sailed way past. I just go into the insole now. Brake, I've got brake and fuck. I guess it's now another one more lap, I suppose, just to finalise this, because I do not know how I've done this poorly. Right, come on, final lap. I did about 5 in the Motorsport anyway. Right. Go on, get that accelerator on. Around the track you go. Right on the outside. Get there a little bit early. Yep. There we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. Shave 3 seconds off my time is actually ridiculous. Okay. Oh, to be fair, I've shaved. I'm doing it. Oh, well, this is looking good. This is looking very good. This is looking very good. Come on. One corner to do it. Okay. What am I gonna get? Go on. I got a 142. Oh. That wasn't a cool exit. That was actually surprisingly hard. I could go back and forth for ages and try and beat 142 in Motorsport, but I think in terms of how the car handles a lot better, but they're about the same in a weird way. Like the fact that I did 143 in Forza Motorsport Supra, I've just done a 142. It was a lot harder to beat a 142, and I think if beat a 143, and I think if I went back to Motorsport and tried to beat it, I don't know. I might give this another go. You might see a part 2 to this. Yeah. I still prefer Gran Turismo. I think it just showed the differences in specs, and it's kind of inconclusive. I think I'm missing something to this. That's why I think there needs to be a part 2. Well, hello again. I've been busy, hard at work, building yet another random monument. I built another X-Spire. I don't know what it does, don't know what it was used for way back in the day when it first released. I just thought, right, build it. I am now working on a village. I don't know what just a village. It's for all you guys that join in on survival. It's probably going to be somewhere in this area. I've already started sort of excavating it and trying to level it. Oh, just landed in the water there. If you're new around here and you've discovered my video out of chance and you watched it all the way through to the end, then this is the kind of thing that you see at the end of every one of my videos. A little promotional thing for the server while to have up and running. Details of how to join the server is listed in the description down below. Yeah, anyone can join. It's got Geyser mod added to it. There is a slight issue with having Geyser in terms of joining on console since they updated the whole UI on Minecraft on Bedrock. To counteract that, I use Bedrock Together, which is a free app. You just download it, put in the server code and the IP address, and it works somehow. Don't know how it works. I'm not exactly the most technical savvy. But with that being said, if you enjoy content and let us want to see more of it, please like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button to be alerted to new videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Farewell. But just before I go, I want to give a shout out to these two amazing people right here. Sarah Barrow 3, I've been following her community and her Twitch streams for a good few months now, and the community has welcomed me in with open arms as I try and improve my content for you guys. So go and check her out. She's on Twitch, she has her own Discord channel, and she's got TikTok. Tears of Grace is actually the man that inspired me to start making my videos with broken builds. So if you're into a little bit of madness and a good old laugh, go and check him out as well.